Hey everyone, welcome back to GamePulse Network, where we bring you the hottest gaming previews, top 10s, and newest hype in the world of PC and console. Today we're diving into the most anticipated upcoming games of 2025 and 2026, the ones you should absolutely be watching. We've zeroed in on 15 titles that haven't released yet, but are already generating major buzz. From open-world giants to indie surprises, from blockbuster studios to ambitious newcomers, let's jump in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash the like, ring the bell, and let's get started. Parasite, Mutant. We begin with a hidden gem, Parasite, Mutant. This indie-scale sci-fi RPG fuses tactical combat with psychological horror. You play as Nova, psionic agent trapped in a post-apocalyptic metropolis crawling with grotesque mutants. The environments drip with tension, neon ruins, flickering lights, and haunting silence before every encounter. The turn-based combat feels strategic and punishing, forcing players to balance mental stamina and limited resources. Its presentation carries that grim, haunting tone reminiscent of Deus Ex and Stalker, but through an indie lens. Ice Citruna may be a small studio, yet the ambition is massive. Layered storytelling, morality choices, and a soundtrack that keeps your pulse racing. It's shaping up to be one of those underground hits that surprises everyone. Onimusha, Way of the Sword. Capcom is resurrecting one of its most iconic franchises with Onimusha, Way of the Sword. Powered by the RE engine, this return promises slick samurai combat wrapped in supernatural horror. Set during feudal Japan's most chaotic era, players once again face demonic enemies known as Ganma. Expect blade-to-blade duels choreographed with cinematic precision, reactive parries, and finishers that feel weighty and brutal. Capcom's expertise in lighting and motion capture gives every encounter intensity. Sparks fly, steel clashes, and enemies scream in pain. Beyond the action, the team is doubling down on story, exploring honor, betrayal, and the curse of immortality. After Resident Evil's resurgence, this could mark another classic Capcom comeback. High on Life 2. If gaming needs more humor, High on Life 2 delivers it in spades. The sequel continues the intergalactic absurdity of talking weapons, bizarre aliens, and chaotic exploration. Squanch Games is expanding the formula, bigger planets, crazier guns, and sharper writing. Beneath the jokes lies surprisingly tight gunplay. The first game mixed Metroidvania design with comedic pacing, and the follow-up refines that while introducing new gadgets and moral choices. Each gun still has its own personality, literally talking back as you shoot, but now the world feels richer, more reactive, and more absurd than ever. It's the kind of game that reminds you gaming can be both hilarious and genuinely fun. Octopath Traveler 0. Square Enix continues its 2.5D magic with Octopath Traveler 0, a prequel exploring 8 new heroes before the first game's events. Expect the same HD, 2D artistry, glowing sprites, painterly backdrops, and elegant camera work that feels alive. Gameplay stays turn-based but deeper. New synergy mechanics allow characters to chain attacks, and storylines weave together more organically this time. Square Enix promises mature writing, voice acting across all paths, and emotionally charged arcs that challenge loyalty and destiny. It's comfort food for RPG fans, classic mechanics, modern depth, and a visual identity that's instantly recognizable. Warhammer 40,000 Boltgun 2. Developer, Auroch Digital/Publisher, Focus Entertainment. Retro shooting returns with style. Boltgun 2 keeps the 90s pixel meets modern physics aesthetic while dialing everything up to 11. You're still a space marine mowing through chaos legions, but now arenas are larger, movement faster, and destruction far more satisfying. The sound design is pure adrenaline, roaring chains words, explosive plasma bolts, and heavy metal riffs behind every kill. Focus Entertainment says this sequel leans harder into verticality and melee combat, giving old-school fans something fresh without losing its identity. It's unapologetically loud, violent, and fast, exactly what a Warhammer shooter should be. Pragmata. Few projects are as mysterious as Pragmata. Capcom's sci-fi epic places players in a near-future lunar dystopia. You control a suited astronaut protecting a strange young girl who might hold the key to humanity's survival. The imagery is poetic. Holographic streets, broken satellites orbiting the moon, and gravity bending mid-combat. Capcom has delayed the game multiple times, polishing both mechanics and storytelling. The result aims for cinematic realism and emotional connection. Think Kojima-style storytelling meets gravity-level spectacle. If Capcom nails the pacing, this could stand among their most memorable single-player experiences. The Blood of Dawnwalker. The Blood of Dawnwalker is a dark fantasy action RPG developed by Rebel Wolves and published by Bandai Namco. Set in a plague-stricken medieval world, you play as Cohen, a man cursed to live as both human and vampire. The game blends sword combat and supernatural powers, letting players shift abilities between day and night. Built on Unreal Engine 5, it offers stunning Gothic visuals and a deeply immersive atmosphere. A unique 30-day time system drives tension, where every choice impacts the story's outcome. Combat feels tactical, with parries, blood magic, and brutal finishers. Each decision shapes alliances, morality, and endings. The narrative promises emotional weight with dark undertones of loss and redemption. Launching on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X/S, this could be one of 2020 SIX's most ambitious RPGs. Fable Reboot. Developer, Playground Games/Publisher, Xbox Game Studios. Playground Games, known for Forza Horizon, is switching gears from supercars to swords with Fable. The reboot promises a balance of humor, fantasy, and consequence. British wit still drives the dialogue, while Unreal Engine 5 breathes realism into Albion's forests and villages. Player choice is at the heart of everything. Your decisions shape your hero's appearance, morality, and even how townsfolk react. The combat system blends swordplay, magic, and gadgets for dynamic encounters. Xbox fans have waited over a decade, and early footage suggests it'll be worth it. Lighthearted, lush, and deeply immersive. Nioh 3. Team Ninja returns with another demanding samurai odyssey. Nioh 3 refines its signature precision combat with seamless stance transitions and smarter enemy AI. The setting merges myth with realism, shifting between battlefields and ethereal spirit realms. Expect new weapon classes, customizable builds, and co-op integration that feels natural rather than forced. The studio's goal is to keep its hardcore identity, but remove the grind walls that held casual players back. Beautiful yet brutal, Nioh 3 could bridge the gap between Sekiro's fluidity and Dark Souls' depth. Marvel's Wolverine. From the team behind Spider-Man comes something darker. Marvel's Wolverine trades skyscrapers for smoky bars and bloody claws. Insomniac wants this to be a mature, story-driven action game exploring Logan's pain and rage. Expect visceral combat. Every slash leaves marks. Every takedown feels personal. The narrative tone is grounded, more Logan than Avengers, focusing on introspection and identity. Built for PS5's hardware, it features instant transitions, destructible environments, and expressive facial animation. It's shaping up to be not just a superhero game, but a character study told through violence and emotion. Call of Duty, Black Ops 7. The next Black Ops aims to redefine military shooters again. Built on an upgraded IW engine, Black Ops 7 focuses on cinematic storytelling and tactical realism. Early leaks point to near-future tech, destructible environments, and deeper weapon modification. Treyarch is reportedly overhauling campaign structure, making missions non-linear, with multiple outcomes. Multiplayer will tie back to that narrative, creating a unified world. Expect smoother movement, stronger recoil feedback, and new modes that emphasize teamwork. COD has always set the FPS standard. This could be its next evolution. Crimson Desert. Developer/Publisher, Pearl Abyss. Visual showcase is an understatement. Crimson Desert looks breathtaking. The medieval open-world adventure blends realistic physics with cinematic storytelling. You play Macduff, a mercenary struggling to survive amid warring kingdoms. The world is seamless. Climb mountains, fight dragons, trade goods, or simply explore. Combat feels weighty and responsive, combining free-form combos with environmental interactions. Pearl Abyss uses Unreal Engine 5 to deliver photorealistic weather and lifelike animation. If gameplay matches the visuals, Crimson Desert could rival The Witcher 3 and Assassin's Creed Mirage in scope and emotional pull. Resident Evil 9, Requiem. Capcom's horror revival continues. Resident Evil 9, Requiem concludes the Winter Saga while venturing into psychological territory. Built on the RE engine, it offers more dynamic lighting, seamless exploration, and enemies that stalk rather than rush. Capcom wants players to feel hunted. Expect sprawling forests, derelict mansions, and subtle storytelling through environment design. Sound design plays a crucial role. Creaks, whispers, distant footsteps, keeping you paranoid. After Village's action-heavy tone, Requiem returns to fear, tension, and vulnerability. Horror, it seems, is back in its purest form. The Witcher 4, Project Polaris. Developer/Publisher, CD Projekt Red. CD Projekt is returning to its most beloved universe, and this time, it's rebuilding from the ground up. The Witcher 4, Project Polaris, begins a new saga, powered by Unreal Engine 5. Expect richer storytelling, seamless exploration, and combat that feels sharper and more reactive. After the rocky launch of Cyberpunk 2077, Seed PR has something to prove, and The Witcher 4 is their redemption arc. A darker world, new heroes, and next-gen realism, this might become the definitive RPG of the decade. Grand Theft Auto 6. And of course, topping our list is Grand Theft Auto 6. It's possibly the biggest game in this list, simply because of the legacy. Rockstar has promised an open-world playground set in a modern version of Vice City, featuring a female co-protagonist for the first time. Graphically and technically, it's expected to push next-gen hardware to its limits. The open world will reportedly parody current culture, social media, high-tech policing, so expect sharp satire alongside massive freedom. The hype is enormous. If everything delivered, this could be one of the defining games of the era. But savvy gamers should watch for scope. When you aim this high, things can slip. Still, for sheer ambition, it's hard to beat. And there you have it, our full list of 15 upcoming games for PC and console that you should keep on your radar. From the massive production blockbusters to the indie wildcards, each of these has the potential to define the next few years of gaming. Which one are you most excited for? Drop a comment below and let me know your pick. If you enjoyed this preview, hit that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe to GamePulse Network for more gaming deep dives, top lists, and hype-filled videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Game on!